Hey everybody, today I am going to be working on my power sheets for the month of November 2019 to get my tending list set up for this coming up month, blah, blah, blah. If you are interested in seeing all of the other power sheet stuff I have done, I can link the playlist down below in the description. I'm not going to be starting my new ones until December, assuming I use them. I think I'm going to use them, but I'm still thinking about it. We'll see how things go. So here's October, and as you can see, I didn't get as much as I wanted to done, in part because doing the Skillshare class actually sucked up a lot of my time, and also just between the various power outages we've had and some other things that happened in my family life, things have just been a little difficult. I did decide, and if you hear bouncing around in the background, it's because I now have 2 cats. Part of the reason this month is a little wacky is adapting a kitten to our life. Lucy, get out of my trash. No. Shoot, go find somewhere else. Go play somewhere else. Excuses or not, though, a lot of things haven't happened this month. I did do a little bit of some of these, though. Oh, whatever. I'm going to put in that I meal plan. My cooking with blueberries has not gone well at all. Now, part of that is because of the power outages. My meal plans have gotten whacked out a couple of times now because we've had to cook everything in the fridge, and we had to basically lost some money when our food has gone bad from having a couple of days worth of power outages. But yeah, it just didn't go. As you can see, a lot of these goals didn't even get touched. I did decide that the shop opening is going to be around Black Friday. Instead of just trying to rush it open, that seems like a date that makes sense. So stay tuned for that. That's going to be the big focus of this next month. But yeah, most of this did not get touched. Although the beadboard is almost done. I'm actually painting it today in between filming videos, if you can't tell from on my hands. That should be checked off by the end of this month, as it's not a couple of days before November. So let's go to the month in review. And the pen I'm using today, I'm using the Villa Beautiful pen I've been using lately because I'm just really craving smaller gel pens rather than thick fine liners right now. Why? I don't know. This month I am especially grateful for my home for multiple reasons. The painting is almost done and the gutters are going to get put on this weekend. I'm getting the beadboard finished today. And like I said, goals that are growing well are house projects. Plus, I'm also grateful for my home. While this fire and everything is happening in California and the smoke and the evacuations, I am just grateful that I have my home and my family in it and we're safe. Sounds cheesy, but it's true. The 2 people I'm grateful for are actually cats this month. I'm grateful for my older cat, Loki, for adapting so well to Lucy. For the most part, in the mornings, there's still a struggle because Lucy's full of energy and Loki's like, fuck, I haven't had my coffee yet. Leave me alone, little kitty. And for Lucy, because he has added so much laughter to our house, he is the derpiest little kitten, and it is so funny. I'm choosing grace over guilt over not getting a lot of shit finished on my power sheets. I did get a lot done this month, but it's just not the goals I set out. There's different things that wound up coming up. The progress I'm celebrating was getting my second Skillshare class published. P.S. If you haven't checked it out yet, the link will be in description below. It is 10 easy creative exercises that can be done in under 10 minutes. 10 out of 10 recommend, because I did it. So whatever. A favorite memory from this month, I loved going to the candy shop, but my favorite memory actually happened while I was at the candy shop, and I got it via a video from my husband, but it was Loki grooming Lucy for the first time. A lesson I learned was that preemptive painkillers are good. Sometimes when I take one of my painkillers, I usually take it after the pain has already gotten me. But a couple times this month I knew it was coming even though it hadn't happened yet, and I took the painkiller ahead of time and it was so much better. What I'm saying no to next month is working when my family's here. They're going to be here for our fake Thanksgiving, and we're going to collapse my desk to fit a table in the front room, and I'm just going to leave everything alone, set my emo to auto respond, and just get to it later. What I'm saying yes to next month is gravy, because of Thanksgiving, and mashed potatoes and gravy are my favorite. And that might be silly, but it's what I'm going to say yes to. A whole fucking shit ton of gravy. So let's go to November. What's stressing me out? Opening the shop, juggling all the things with work and my life. There's just a lot of moving parts in my life right now. There always is, but as the holidays are coming, I swear it's my life turns into this intense situation that it's explosions. So that's just a situation. And then figuring out church shit. I've got some things on my plate at church that I need to kind of get rid of. I'm getting to a point where I think I realized I just need to get rid of them, and I don't know how to yet. That's something to think about. And then fears I have that nobody cares when I open the shop. I've mentioned this before. That stresses me out that I do all this work and nobody gives a fuck. Not being ready for Thanksgiving. Our Thanksgiving is the 10th. So I have a lot less time than a lot of other people do, and we have so much stuff to do around the house to get ready for it, and literally one weekend left. So stress. And fire and smoke. Like, California's on fucking fire right now. It's stressful and it scares me. I am hopeful that our Thanksgiving will go well and that we're going to finish the kitchen. Not only the beadboard, which I hope to finish painting today, but also doing the DIY for the breakfast nook and just having the kitchen be done. This phase of it be done. We're so close after almost 3 years of living here. Now, I already said in previous ones that this spread is not one I've been using lately, so I'm just going to skip that. Although I'm excited about the monthly spread in the Power Sheets, not because I want to use it as a monthly calendar. That's what my Google Calendar's for, but to pre-plan ahead. If I do wind up doing Power Sheets next year, that's something I'm excited about. And I'm also excited about the changes. Now that I've seen the changes, some of these things I'm just like, oh, I'm ready for the new ones. All right, so here's my things. I'm not going to prioritize them because I know pretty much all of them need to get done this month. Finish the kitchen, wrap up a project that I'm working on, brainstorm my third Skillshare class, open the shop, fake Thanksgiving, budget by paycheck, clean the garage. I have a committee meeting I have to schedule for this month, a new series. I want to start thinking about some new series for my YouTube channel. I have to prep for Vlogmas, find a new dentist because I need to get some dental work taken care of before I can be ready for transplant, which isn't now, but I know I have a lot to get worked on, so I need to just work on that. And I need to find a dentist who offers the laughing gas because that's the stuff I need. I want to get the living donor transplant thing figured out so that I can publish it for you guys who want to find out about it and get that taken care of. So that means it's time for my tending list. Lucy, what the fuck are you chewing on? What is it, dude? Pasta? Enjoy the time with your family, yo. Those are my own encouraging words for me because my fake Thanksgiving is my favorite time of year because it's the only time of year I can guarantee my family is going to be together in one spot. And I need my family. Like my family, it's hard not having them live nearby me. And while opening the shop is my top priority for the month, so is fake Thanksgiving. And I'm choosing to focus on that rather than the shop because I know the shop will get open eventually. But getting ready for fake Thanksgiving is the big deal. All right, time to get my tending list filled out and I will talk about them in a hot minute. My whole tending list is set up and I had to switch over to hearts instead of circles for my color coding because I've used so many business color ones that I ran out, which makes me think that that's a big priority and maybe next year for my goal setting, I should break my business goals up a little bit more so that A, I don't use so many colors, but B, I can it's such a big category that maybe it needs a little bit more diversifying or whatever. Anyway, so going down the list here, fake Thanksgiving. I put grateful for this and it's at the top because that is number one and it's going to be over relatively early in the month. Then for work, all of these moved over from October. My analysis, which I didn't get done this month. Prepping for Vlogmas is a new one. Opening the shop, these 3 sections, which I could have just put in one, but they're kind of like finishing the product, getting the storefront figured out and the launch. Finding the dentist and living donor info are both for my taking care of myself, and those are here on this list. I think this is one of the few times I've actually had a blue category on this list, the ones that have to do with my own mind and body. Finish the kitchen and the garage, and I put this is important because they need to be done before fake Thanksgiving. Budgeting by paycheck, and then I wasn't going to put date night on here because I've been doing pretty good with it, but I decided, no, you know what, it's still a priority for me, it's still going to go on here. For my weekly action items, meal planning and cooking with green beans, which is my vegetable for this month. Checking in with business finances, inbox 0, doing a household project. That could be the kitchen and the garage, or that also could be other projects around the house. We have a gallery wall we need to get up, another one, some other stuff. Family plan time and having lunch with Jesse is something I'd like to do weekly as well. We've been doing it most weeks. I'd like to make it a priority. And then for my daily action items, walking and make work. Walking has been something I've been pretty consistent at. I took water off of here because I was doing well with it. Making work, I have not been able to focus on it this month, but this coming up month with the shop opening, I need to focus on that. The wellness planner, unfortunately, did not get touched in October. Again, I've just been stressed out, so I'm going to try and get back to it in November. And then I'm working on a new morning routine, which is more than just rolling out of bed and throwing myself into the shower. I'd like to add on to it. I also make my bed every day, but I'd like to add on, maybe a quiet cup of coffee or something before the day gets going. I don't know. I'm trying to work on a new morning routine, and so doing that every day is something important to me. So here is my tending list, and it's a lot going on, but it's the holidays. I didn't even mention anything about Christmas on here because fuck, dude. Let me get through fake Thanksgiving first. I'd love to hear from you in the comments below one of your family's Thanksgiving traditions. For us, we make the turkey dance, we name the turkey, and we thank the turkey before it is cooked. We also put sparkling wine in our gravy, and all the cooks have to pour sparkling wine into the gravy and then drink from the bottle. Those are some of our family traditions. I'd love to talk about them more, maybe on the podcast with my sisters. That would be awesome. Whether you celebrate Thanksgiving or not, what is a family tradition that you have around a traditional meal? Like a meal that you have every year or at a certain time every quarter, whatever the case may be. If your family has a traditional meal, like something you do on the regular, I'd love to know a tradition around it. And it doesn't have to be your family. It could be your friends if you don't have a great relationship with your family, but let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next video.